Well, of course, I do have my own strong views, but I try and be fair-minded here on my channel. And I'd really like those of you in Sweden to give me some feedback as to what is going on in your country, because there seems to be a government in place that across the board seems to be doing good things. And yet, according to the opinion polls, this year they could well face defeat and be voted out. Now, when you look at what is going on in Sweden in recent years, don't forget, this is a country that was absolutely ravaged by bombings. You can see there, 2023 was described as the country's darkest year in their history. Criminal gangs totally out of control, explosives being seized, 149 bombings, a 2/3 increase. Sweden never seen anything like this, and recording in 2023 there a record number of monthly fatal shootings. So absolutely out of control, to the point where the leader of the left-wing Social Democrats and former Prime Minister of Sweden, Magdalena Andersson, actually suggested sending in the troops to try and stop this after 3 people killed in shootings and bombings in just 24 hours. And you can see there, at the time, Andersson said, surveillance performed by police officers could be carried out by the military. In addition, there is a technical know-how of the military that they could assist with. And yet this state of Sweden and the subsequent turnaround makes the forecasts ahead of the Swedish elections this year all the more shocking. Well, thank you so much to Outskill for sponsoring today's video. And we did recently see an example of how powerful AI is becoming when Anthropic had to pull one of their models off the internet, Claude Fable 5. Now, the ban was lifted and Fable 5 came right back online. But this shows you the sort of power you're seeing sitting inside Claude at the moment. And so that's why you should consider joining the Claude Mastery Sprint. This is a full deep dive into Claude. Now, this will be taking place this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. A huge number of people across the world have already gone through this. And in 2 days, you'll run deep research with Claude, build your own artifacts and dashboards, connectors that automate boring stuff, even your job search. And you'll get hands-on with Claude Code. And if you sign up now, you'll also unlock 3 bonuses, 50 secret Claude codes, and a complete AI prompt library and a personalized AI toolkit builder. 2 days could change the next 2 years. Sign up for your seat before they run out. See the link below this video, and indeed you can scan the QR code on screen now. Because what you have seen in Sweden in recent years is a right-wing government basically getting a handle on this from all of the measures we can see. For instance, they've reduced the age of criminal responsibility to 14, and you can see the end results of some of the things they've been doing, going after the gangs. You can see their homicide in Sweden hitting their lowest level in over a decade, the lowest since 2012. Shootings halved in 2025, you can see there. And also net emigration in terms of immigration. More people left than arrived in Sweden for the first time in over 50 years. Asylum applications dropped to a 40-year low under this government. You can see they're at their lowest level in Sweden since 1985. In terms of nuclear investment going forward on new nuclear power reactors, the military, the defence budget being increased 18% in 2026. And so you've got all these things going on. And yeah, and I repeat the point, those of you in Sweden, I'd love to know your perspective on this as to why this is. But going into the Swedish elections, recently you did see the Swedish government recovering slightly. But then the latest piece of research, we can actually see now the left-wing alliance, the opposition, having a 10-point lead over this right-wing governing coalition. In fact, you can see there the quote that only a miracle could now prevent the defeat of the current administration, and that the Social Democrats leader Magdalena Andersson, it seems, is likely to become Prime Minister again after being in opposition. You can see there at the moment the left-wing parties on about 54% and 196 seats. if this played out and the right-wing governing coalition on about 44% and 153 seats. So that would be a pretty staggering turnaround if, after all of this work that's been done by this government, it was turfed out of office and replaced by a left-wing alliance. But please do let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Please do whack this video a quick thumbs up, and of course, as ever, cheers for watching.